Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FML FPL.
Okay! Welcome to FML FPL on the lawn.
That's Walsh.
I don't know how we sound, how we look, what we're doing. We're IRL.
Yeah, we're in a rogue studio in the city. I'm back in town for the week, so we obviously need to meet up a few days before the deadline, and hopefully this all records and it actually works.
Walsh asked me if I'm 1,000,000%. I was like, that's too high, but I'm 99% it's recording, so we'll see how it goes.
Tuesday afternoon.
It's hot as fuck in here.
Yeah,
we're going to be completely covered in sweat in 10 minutes from now. Sign up to the Patreon. There's new Patreon signups this week. Anus Slaps, Dan Dottle, Sean Doherty, Joe Laurentino, Andre Trafton, Yanner, and Taiki. In there, baby. Slap that ass. What the hell, man? We're 72 hours out.
I can't believe it's in 3 days.
I cannot believe it.
I had a heavy tinkering session the last 24 hours.
Good.
I was home yesterday after the lad was asleep for 2 hours, just clicking, coming up with different combinations. But
that'll be me, I think, tonight and tomorrow.
Okay.
I haven't had mine yet.
Okay.
I have guests at the house.
Yeah, still.
I need some privacy for the tinking that's going to happen. The naughtiness.
No, guests and not friends. That means it's a significant others group and not own group. Yeah.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Yeah. They know.
All right. So where do you want to start today?
I don't know. We have questions. We have teams. I have some topics.
Let's start with your topics.
Okay. Do we need to revisit EDOT? Might be a quick conversation.
Yeah, I mean, what? Because he was on pace for DefCons and kind of did all the same shit.
He got 1,000,000 recoveries like normal, took corners, was kind of far forward.
Yeah.
We wrote him off, I think understandably, at 6.5 on City, and now it's just like, man, he might just be 180 again. Maybe that is just who he is. He seems like he's going to DefCon. I mean, I was trying to think, who even took their set pieces last year? Yeah, Bill, Foden, Cherky, I guess, split between them. Reinders occasionally,
Well, he's off to Al Halal.
Yeah, I mean, he's Al Halal with red sauce and white sauce on it. But it's, EDOT might just be good.
6.5.
That's it. That's my entire note.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to think about him.
The thing with EDOT, which, felt similar to me with Sobo, since we still don't know his pens, is...
Yeah.
You're not going to get buried after a few game weeks if you don't own these guys, because it's going to be accumulation, not huge hauls followed by, barren stretches of blank. So I still kind of just want to wait until what's the first team? Is this even a good team? Because I don't rate Maresca, and I never really have since he's been in the Premier League, ever watching his team. So I'm a little skeptical of that, especially too, is we talk about set pieces obviously as a big factor. They just are bad on set pieces and sort of have been historically. I guess I get they have taller guys now, O'Reilly, Gvard. If Kustanov's playing right back, there's another big body. But Haaland's traditionally sort of a little bit not too threatening on set pieces when he's a standing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like there's still a lot of question marks around this.
Yeah.
Even though they do have good fixtures in the opening, that spending 6.5, there's just so many more fun guys that I kind of am drawn towards.
Which is my next thing, which is revisiting, I think, what you were saying about Sobo, where I'm just should I be waiting and seeing, even though I do truly believe he might be the best value pick in midfield. He might just be a cheat code auto pick. I'm thinking about what you said, right? It's he might not have pens. He might trickle DefCons. He might not. We don't actually know he's going to be the Alex Scott DefConning combined with the attacking of last year,
12 is a lot.
12?
Getting 12 DefCons
12
in a
is
game.
a shit
It's just
ton.
a lot. You have to be in such an active role.
Yeah.
How many times you get 10 or 11, you're oh, you got a shit ton. It's well, you might as well have gotten one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'm just worried about that from even though I still feel long-term the same about him. I'm worried about should I be there game week 1? Is there a reason for me to be there game week 1? The worst case, I guess, is he takes a pen against Newcastle.
That's literally the worst case.
Literal worst case, and then we
or best case, depending on
if you have him, or if you have Hornacek and he saves it.
The horny boy.
But it's like, so what do we do then? What do we do if he takes a pen and scores it and gets DefCon? And it's like, fuck. We just gotta get him. I mean, that it's like Wirtz to him immediately, I think, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder, this is the other edge of, and spoiler, but I put Sobo in my team because I was thinking about all the other things that you were saying on the last pod since we last spoke. And it was just thinking of like, this is just going to be a high floor. He's going to have some pen share because he's not going to get subbed.
Yeah.
So he'll at least have the last 20 minutes or so, presuming that Isak's going to sub off sometimes. And the pen thing is the thing that just keeps destabilizing me because if he's not on pens, then he's sort of just a bad EDOT.
Yeah.
Because I would be surprised if he's top 3 in the league of DefCons. Like, he's not going to get them, 10% of the time, but I don't think he's going to be at like the 45% rate
or whatever
50 that EDOT or like people are getting hot for Sangare and people have been starting to kind of whisper about Norgard that he might emerge, not Gameweek 1, but he might emerge in that category where it is a little bit of a scary spot, but he's also owned by half the game where I kind of am looking as like, is there some wisdom of the crowd thing with him where it's like we're just spending too much time hyper analyzing each little bit?
Yeah.
The safest thing might be to just get someone who is at that price or higher where you can immediately jump. So it's like, and I don't think it's Wirtz because we're going to be like, oh, we want to still keep him.
Yeah, but someone else in that price bracket.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you have that spot as a like, it could be Mbeumo. You could be like, okay, I'll wait one more week for the second Mbeumo game, then I'll get him. I think you can have a downgrade plan to get Sobo if you don't want to start with him. But, I mean, the bigger thing, too, since we last talked about with Liverpool is, the fixtures are actually, like, really good.
They're amazing.
Like, I think I was not looking at them with an updated mindset of, like, how is each team now?
Yeah.
I was kind of looking, I was like, oh, like these one promoted team and 4 teams that are all like kind of got like, oh wait, it's not Edward, Newcastle at home. It's not defensive NFO. It's not Milv who throws spanners in Fulham. It's not like Iraola, Bournemouth. It's just like all 4 of those teams are completely new manager to every 4 team.
Yeah.
Any game they could score 3 or 4 and pop
It's a
off.
promoted side and 4 new managers.
Yeah. And
it should just be crazy. Yeah, I mean and like Sobo, usually you don't see. So he was 6'5" last year. He finished the season 7-1.
Yeah,
and then he starts at 7. That's weird. Like usually that guy, if he's being bought at that rate and goes up in price and finishes 7-1, would be 7-5. Yeah, and I think Grob was the same thing. And I think it's like maybe we are finding a little bit of an edge here in the pricing where it's like he probably should have been fucking 8. Like, you know,
it's all relying on pens to me. Like, if he has pens or if he doesn't have pens, those are 2 different classifications. And unfortunately, unlike Everton, who seem to win pens every game in preseason, Liverpool have not won one all preseason, so we have no fucking clue.
Which, by the way, I was thinking about that. If I was scheduling preseason friendlies, I'd be like, all right, at 45 minutes, each team take a pen. Like every 45, like we're just practice.
And it doesn't
it's literally
count.
practice.
And it doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
We just give a pen. You get a pen, we get a pen.
Pausa de hidración. Take a pen.
Pausa de hidración. Pausa de pen.
That would keep us engaged. It's like, oh, there's just a couple guys take pens. Yeah, 1 pen.
You want to practice. You want to see who's good. Your keeper wants a thing, you know.
Right, so we'll run that up to Infantino. I'm sure he'll get it in. He'll get it
Pausa
done
de pens.
All right, so Sobo basically clear as mud. I don't think he's gonna make my final team.
Okay.
It's more of like, it's more fear-based at this point with him for me with him.
Yeah.
Of just like, he's in so many teams, like, why am I not on him? What am I missing kind of thing? Then I really like this game week 1 pick. I don't really know.
The thing with, if you compare like him and Wirtz, it's like, okay, the upside we know Sobo, if he takes a pen, whatever, he's broken. If Wirtz's upside is like open play goals and assists, only thing, he has no avenues. The downside of Wirtz is like, he just blanks 5 games in a row. 2-pointers all the way. And it's like, he subbed on 77, fucking same thing as last year. Downside of Sobo is still just like,
good.
Yeah, he probably gets an assist. He probably DefCons 2 times, and he plays 90, and it's like it's just not that bad.
Yeah.
So that is the other thing. There's just very little downside.
So before we go to a
Mbeumo
different
too,
team,
right? He could just blank open play.
I mean, with Mbeumo, it's such a short-term pick to me.
Yeah,
like,
me
he's
too.
just
Me too.
playing striker, 2 promoted teams. Like, I don't have to pick this team forever. And he's a player I will be very happy to sell. So I like that position in my team.
Yeah.
I do want to, because after we finished last pod, you started
fucking Isak
pissing all over the place with Isak.
Isak.
And we, after a few minutes of talking about it, I was like, I need to go lie down. So where are you at now after some time has passed? Because I immediately the next day made a tinker and put Isak in for DCL, and I sent it to you, and it was thin. Would have been putting it kindly. It was thinner than thin.
It was anorexic.
Oh dear God. Yeah, it was really, really, really thin. So where are you at with Isak now that you've had more time to process and think about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's really a Haaland in or Haaland out question for me. I don't think Haaland and Bruno and Isak is that viable. I think we're both in agreement that Bruno is just...
Yeah.
Bruno, if there's 100% lock in my team, it's Bruno instead of Haaland. Like, I'm more locked on Bruno than anyone for the fixtures.
I'm locked on both for what it's worth.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I just think that Isak should not be that much cheaper than Haaland. And I called this out in day 1 of FPL game opening. It was just like, well, if he's fit, he shouldn't be 9. And they're like pricing him like he's already injured or something like that.
He should have just been 10-5 like he was last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They dropped him 1-5 just because Van de Ven broke his fucking leg.
I love how you always call out Van de Ven.
Because he's a fucking scumbag pig. Bore on the floor, Van de Ven. Yeah, I mean, basically, like, Isak has been close enough to Haaland in the seasons he's been fit where I'm just like, I can make that up. I can recreate Haaland in the aggregate. If I go Isak over Haaland, I can find the extra, whatever it is, 2 or 3 points per start, that gap in Haaland's best seasons, and make that up in other places.
And does that automatically put you on Semenyo because you need that captain city, like game week 3, that kind of thing? Or
I haven't been like that. Like, a lot of people have been talking about, like, oh, go no Haaland and free hit 3. Like, I think that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I want to just be like, I can handle 1 Haaland hat trick or brace or something. You can. I mean, you know, it's points are points, you know? I have other guys. I'll captain someone else. I don't think it's worth a chip just to not have Haaland for 2, like, decent games anyway, and just to get him for the 1 week. I think I'd rather, like, wait until 5 or something and do, like,
Bruno to Haaland.
Bruno, Ladro to Haaland or something like that. Or, you know, just find a way.
How seriously are you considering this? No,
pretty
Haaland?
Seriously.
Oh my God. All right, well, let's flush it out more, because
you know how, remember my post-mortem?
Is it flush or flesh? Flesh and blood or flush the toilet?
I think it's flush, but that could be like one of those wrong things. Like someone
I wish English was our second language. You'd have an excuse.
Nah, there's no excuse.
Yeah, just stupid.
It's like just a game of telephone with these idioms, though. As someone recently said to me, he's got a bad rep. I said it's actually rap.
Oh, like
but they thought it was rep, like reputation.
Oh, well, maybe they were talking about something else.
But that makes sense. Bad rep makes more sense than rap, because rap is like some.
But it's a rap sheet.
Rap sheet, but that's kind of old school.
Well, not kind of. It's fucking 100 years.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, that's the same sort of thing. But what I was saying is, you remember my postmortem was written a la Suicide Manifesto style.
Yeah.
I've begun.
Begun what?
Well, because I'm
accumulating bills or something.
I'm thinking about the Haaland or no Haaland, and this is what I wrote. It's literally right in front of me. I wrote, "Do it or don't. You'll regret both." I said, you're trying to find the no regret option, but it doesn't exist. The regret of trying is finite.
Oh my God.
I'm like all over. Right, so that's how close I'm doing it.
We need to get like a Hegel dialectics philosophy book right now to try and synthesize that. But
yes.
So go ahead.
Isak is just looking really good. playing 80 plus. He
Yep.
played 90 in all the World Cup
Yep.
games. He's 100% fit. He's going to score goals. Even just for shits and giggles, I look back at Evan Nielsen's involvement. He was always very involved for Bournemouth, and he fucking sucks. So like the striker is obviously a big part of the plans for Liverpool, for Iraola. He'll definitely start every game. Now, it's just that price point with Haaland, with Bruno. I just don't think it's possible to make like a good team.
Well, I sent you that team.
Yeah, what do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it very clearly from my head. So it was Ladro, Isak, Haaland up top.
Yeah.
It was Grob, a 4-5 midfielder, Wirtz, Bruno, and Mbeumo.
Yep.
And then the defense you can do this anyway. I had 2 4-5s in goal because I wanted to do the bench boost. So that's a tough 0.5 to lose in the outfield when you're doing this. But it was 3 4-5s and 2 4-0s in defense.
So the obvious thing is just not bench boosting. And making that team just way better and more.
Well, basically, if you want to not bench boost that team, you would take the 0.5 in second goal and either turn one of your 4-0 defenders into a 4-5 defender, or turn your 4-5 mid into probably Gomez. Which is you'd have Grob and Gomez, which is a little dicey because I am not very, very worried about what those team sheets might look like in those first few game weeks after the Villa.
Yeah.
Like I think the second game's really worrying for the Brighton perspective when they play Chelsea.
Yep.
But also, the reasons why that team made me really nervous was like the 4-5 I put in with Slater on Hull, and Hull are really bad. And, with him, it's like he may get DefCons, like they might be under it so much that he could be getting DefCon sometimes. They could upgrade on him and he's just a non-player. But I think the real piece there is that you would have, the 4-5 defenders, you're just feeling really thin with them, having to basically start them every week. But like having Jop, Ipswich 4-0, basically you'd have an Ipswich 4-0 and a Coventry 4-0, and they would be your cover.
Yeah.
And
that feels bad.
It feels bad. Like you'd have to start your 4-5 defenders probably over them in fixtures that you wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
But that's the pressure point. And Grob, you start every week, no matter what.
Every week, no matter what.
And
which is fine.
Yeah.
Like that's not an issue.
Yeah. The bigger issue is like just annoying looking at their first 5 where like it's at Chelsea game week 2 and then Arsenal game week 5, which is just like a little bit annoying. But you could hide him. It's possible. But,
it's possible.
But either way, like you're just stressing points on your team really heavily. I don't know. Like it just feels like that's not worth it to jam him in.
Yeah, and I think the other part that bugs me is just I've spent all summer being like forwards are bad.
Yeah.
Forwards are the second worst position, and we're putting
You're ripping your team up to get 3.
Yeah,
really
what is that? 33 million in forwards. It's just like that's rubbing against each other the wrong way, right?
Yeah.
This makes me want to go talk about Ladro next.
Okay.
Because I'm wondering if fading Ladro till game week 4 is something that we should be considering more. I know he's in every team. I actually don't think I've seen a team without him in a long time.
Well, you look at your team all the time.
Well, I look at my team all the time. He's in my current
60% owned right now.
But yeah, he scores he fucking hat tricks every preseason game. So that is not nothing. He's at Fulham, which is probably good.
It seems better than probably good. It seems fantastic. Like they have no idea what's happening. And he's not even really playing with any DMs. The fullbacks are just playing wing. It's insane.
Good for sure.
Yeah.
Home Brighton and away Arsenal in 2 and 3 are not easy games. Neither of those games are easy. You think home Brighton's easy?
I think it's the easiest Brighton fixture of any team all year because they're going to play first team Thursday. They're going to play first team Villa Sunday at home, home opener, first game of the season. Yep. We don't know what's going to be the score for the Thursday, and then it's another 2 days before Chelsea. So, like it's Thursday, Sunday, Thursday,
Saturday?
Sunday. I think it's Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
And it's their home opener at Stamford Bridge, where they're going to have the whole week chilling.
And I'll be there with Sharon.
I didn't know that. That's something else. I'm
going to 2 games a game week 2.
I know you told me you're going soon, but I didn't realize it was that. Okay.
Well, tickets weren't secure until they became secure.
Okay. Yeah. So all of those things make me feel like that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Honestly. And the Brighton squad is also somewhat demolished. So he would probably want to rotate more than he will be able to. Unless if he really does, if they go up really big in the first leg in the Arctic Circle and then they go really like 8 changes, maybe they could get away with that if it's like 4-0 or something. But I mean, I just don't think it's as bad as it will be if it's, game week 20.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably for sure. I still think it's hard.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it's not like a good fixture, but
it could also be 3-0. I'd be like, of course, they're tired and they fucking killed them.
Yeah, it wouldn't be weird.
At Arsenal's the bigger one.
Obviously, at Arsenal's terrible. So I'm wondering if it's fadeable. This could be a disaster, like you said. It could be a 3-0 Brighton. It could be a 5-0 Fulham. Who knows how bad and dysfunctional they're going to be. And I feel like as far as home grounds go, that's like I'm least afraid of Fulham's home opener in game week 1. I'm just I've been there. It's pretty chill.
Because I think it's back to like, same with Szoboszlai, is like until we know who has pen, whichever player takes a pen first, it's like emergency plan, get this guy in, whether it's Isak or Sobo, if you don't have either.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah,
it's like Palmer's going to be on pens.
No. And like that's a big consideration because then you're like, all right, well, if Isak's not on pens and you're paying 9 for him, he has only open play route. Could he still get 200 points? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
You're making a very specific and narrow bet of him versus Ladro, and you could just come out down you could be right, and in a 4-game week sample size, be down 40 points.
100%.
And then over the course of a 25-game week sample, be up 30.
100%.
And it's like, I don't know. Yeah. That's a very unnerving position and place to be, because it's also like, we have been talking since last year and even more since Xabi Alonso got appointed, and they've made these fantastic additions to their squad, but Chelsea playing 1 game a week all year just feels like the safest bet in the world to me.
Yeah.
And
you could also like, if you're going that micro and you want to maybe swap them or something, you could just wait on Isak.
Yeah, that's what
he takes a pen or looks amazing. You get him in Ipswich in 3 and home Fulham in 4, and you're just like, yeah, great. Happy I went with Ladro. I'm with the crowd. I'm not completely fucked. I'm not in a hole. And you make the move sooner than others. I think that's like the safer, classic way of playing FPL, right? I just want to be with the crowd and then eventually try and pull away.
I wanted to also just, because someone I think, done a disservice to, but I've been actually looking at more attractively, is Morgan Rogers.
I did not see this coming.
I mean, we have been, going ballistic about Wirtz playing out of position for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Rogers is also just kind of playing out of position. Like the way that those 3 interchange and what it looks like when Ladro drops in, which he loves to do and is really good at. Palmer can't run. He can't beat anyone in a sprint. He can't beat anyone when the ball's at his feet.
Yeah.
Rogers is going to be the runner.
He's the guy.
And he's also just like, when it's them 2 in front of Ladro, like, he's 7'5". They're playing 1 game a week. They haven't even had Enzo back, who looks like they have so much firepower.
I know.
They have so much firepower. So and I just feel like he's going to just be falling. Like the goal he scored the other day is just, he's just there and he just taps in a fucking rebound. And he has worldies in his locker.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have,
and he gets to play 90 minutes instead of 45 minutes with Villa, where if they ever take the lead, it's 2v5 attack, so.
And it's also, I mean, with Villa, he played 5,000 minutes. So he's going to be like, oh shit, I'm on holiday this year. Like I just don't do anything.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like he's another player that I'm like, oh.
I know. Well, the thing with Chelsea for me, Rodgers maybe more specifically than Ladro, is like, I agree on all of that, but that's a season projection.
I know.
Europe and all that shit, probably we won't see the effects of it until after an international break.
Yeah.
And I just don't know.
Yeah, how heavy do you need right away?
Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah. Like, because I'm high on them. I'm high on Palestra. I like Rodgers. I like Ladro, whatever. And they might not be good picks until October.
Yeah, game week 8.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not surprising.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Man, we're getting nowhere. We're getting everywhere and nowhere.
No, we're getting absolutely nowhere. This is always how this pod is for us. We talk about everyone.
Yes.
We talk about the guys we don't have. We convince each other on every guy we bring up, and then we look and we realize we have to make decisions.
Yep.
It's bad.
That's the problem.
It's a big problem.
So back to what my suicide manifesto, do it or don't, you'll regret both. So just.
I don't like that. I don't want that to be a new mantra.
I know, but I think it's true.
Stop saying it. I want you to stop saying it. You're making me feel bad.
Well, yeah, I know. I feel bad. We haven't talked about captain at all. Clamberger, this is just a throw-in question. Is it crazy to consider captaining Ladro over Bruno if Haaland gets reduced minutes in game week 1?
Yeah.
I think it's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, Hull are supposed to be easily 20th place this year.
Yeah.
Easily.
People are saying like they'd be shocked if they're not 20th. Yeah. Not even shocked if they're relegated. Yeah, just shocked if they're not 20th.
And I mean, they have bought a few guys. It's at a much worse and slower rate than the other 2 promoted teams, it seems like to me. And they were promoted out of, sheer luck, basically, based on all of the numbers and what was supposed to have happened. So, I just think Bruno, obviously you feel a lot better if it was at Old Trafford and not, do they still call it the KC Stadium or whatever? What do they call it?
I don't know what it's called.
I think it was KC Stadium back when they were in it, but
let me look.
You prefer that to be at home rather than away, but even still, I think the
MKM Stadium.
MKM, okay. But no, I think Bruno's still over Haaland. I think it's just clearly Bruno.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a Pep team, this is like totally where I'd be going Haaland over Bruno.
I agree. I agree. I think it would be more of a conversation.
Yeah, I'd be like home, game week 1,
new
fit,
Bournemouth, blah, blah, blah.
Marco Rosa, whatever. Give me Haaland. Give me a hat trick here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, what else are we talking about?
I don't know. I mean, I wanted to also talk, like I weaseled in Calafiori into my team.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that.
And, he scored the goal. They
looked great.
Yeah, they looked like they were just back to normal.
Yep.
The squad with Bruno G is just more robust again.
Yep.
I mean, with Tzolis and left wing, like they made all of these like for like upgrades while retaining like all of this. The thing that's I think gonna over the course of time with Arsenal that just is getting more and more pronounced over the other teams in the division is they have 5 subs that they can use basically in every position on the pitch, whether it's striker, either wing, anywhere in the engine room, literally both fullback positions, both center back, where they are not getting one bit worse, really.
Yeah.
And all the other teams, when they make their third sub, even Liverpool, like City at those, they are so much worse when they make their third sub or their fourth sub or their fifth sub that makes, I don't know, like that was what like was shining through. And I looked at the bench, I was like, okay, they're going to be doing pretty much the same kind of shit. Odegaard's back. He's been out for the whole year last year.
He looked fucking amazing.
He looked great.
Yeah.
Like, so I was just like, everyone's got at least a share of Arsenal defense. They have Coventry, Villa game week 2. I know I've been saying kind of like hopiuming, like, well, Ebenings always fucks them. And it's a bad game. Yeah. They are in such a distraught state right now that I just don't see how they are going to trouble them. Where like clean sheet Coventry, clean sheet Villa, I'd be sitting here game week 3 like, and with no Arsenal defense, I'd be like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And what have I done? So I don't know.
He attacks so much that even if a clean gets wiped, you feel okay about like, well, maybe he's in the box. Yeah. Maybe he's getting a goal and an assist.
Have you wavered at all in Arsenal defense or not so much?
Yeah, well, because I've been playing with the people keep coming by to try and like show off. Here's our podcast room. It's like we're fucking using the podcast room. I mean, Gabriel, Raya were just straight in when I took Haaland out.
Yeah.
That was like the most I've been playing with them is like, here's my edge. Here's where I make up the gap from Isak to Haaland is made up by, I just have Raya all season, and I have Gabriel for 20 weeks, and no one owns either.
Until you wildcard Haaland.
Yeah, until I wildcard. Yeah, until Haaland hat-tricks 3 times, and I wildcard him in. I think they're great picks. I'm still worried about Hink.
Yeah.
For Cala. I'm still worried about them buying someone who's just better than Ben White or better than Mascara.
Yeah.
And either like
Konsa keeps kind of.
I know Konsa and Kwanzaa can play center back, right center back or right back. So I both feel unsafe to me. Yeah, I mean Cala's got the upside of like he's an attacker.
But I don't feel like Hink is going to start over. He never started over Cala when Cala was fit. Ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Never.
Yeah, I think
just never knew when Cala was unfit. until he's
I agree. I think Kala's the starter, and he's probably
sub every game.
Besides Gab, the best one.
Yeah.
I haven't put him in my team, but I should probably consider it more. I mean, I tinkered O'Reilly in from the same game.
Yeah.
I had that Virgil spot last week, and I was like, it could be O'Reilly, and then all he did was just be in the box all game.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck,
he's out of position.
It's just O'Reilly again. You know, it's just he's crosses to him in the box. He's like behind Haaland, second strikering and shit. I was like, fuck me.
O'Reilly's a disaster.
Yeah.
He's such a good pick, and he's so expensive. It's so
so
hard
expensive. Such a good pick. And also they were pretty bad.
Yeah.
So that's another thing where I'm just like, well, I don't really like Maresca. I've never liked Maresca. And losing Rodri and the best manager maybe ever is pretty bad.
Yeah.
You know, so they're hard to evaluate. But yeah, I tinkered in O'Reilly, but maybe Calafiori is just better. I mean, from a clean sheet perspective, if you're comparing
definitely
them,
better.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Attacking, obviously O'Reilly's much more skilled and more attacking and yada yada, but like, you know, assist is not as many points as a clean. And Cala just scored a fucking great goal against who's supposed to be the second best team in the league.
I mean, also just thinking back of last year with Cala, I mean, he did get into a lot of goal scoring positions.
Oh yeah, he just missed them all.
Yeah, he just wasn't scoring consistently.
Yeah.
He's in there for set pieces. He's in there in open play, not that persistently, but so I don't know. It just felt like putting him in, I was just like, okay, I'm covered. Like I don't have to go in on Friday rooting against the most sure thing from happening.
The best team in the league who's almost for sure winning the title against the promoted side.
Yeah, like I'll be able to go to sleep Friday night peacefully, like having Cala in, no matter what happens.
And that's what we should be shooting for.
That's what
I just want a peaceful night's sleep.
That's what I've been like. I've just been wandering back to like a much closer to the template team. Like in my latest team, like
template's good.
Template's good. Like I put Sobo in. I still have Hinch as my one little diddle, but I put Cala in. I have some 4 or 5 defenders. Like it's just a lot more standard. I have like kind of all my bases covered.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And
I like that. I like Cala for you. He's 4.8 points per start last year.
I mean, what do you want?
180, 182, whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's...
With room for higher because he was hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Has more attacking points, I think, on left points on the table there. So
you can't beat that.
Yeah, you can't beat that. I think you might be able to. And also for Gameweek 1, it feels like he's a pretty fine pick. So I don't know.
This is the first time I've thought about this, but there's a shout that with Saliba already out for months and Timber out, like they need Hink is like the emergency center back.
Yeah.
And they kind of have no other out and out center backs.
Unless Konsa comes in.
Unless they buy someone. I just mean today.
Yeah.
So there might be a Hink, like you're our backup left back, but you're also our backup center back. So I need to just keep you on ice.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That's possible. It does seem like they're going to bring a center back in. There's been too much.
I know.
Too much smoke around that over the last week or two.
And I mean, Arteta loves nothing more than a tweener.
Yeah, I mean, Konsa just makes so much sense to me because he also just hits a homegrown quota, right? Like, I mean, those kinds of things is just it's worth its weight in gold. And I think having the flexibility to play multiple positions with Ben White clearly on his last legs is huge. And being able to play 4 center backs in the back 4, he loves to do that.
Yeah.
So, cover for Timber, cover for Saliba, just make the squad. It just makes so much sense.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I should be really considering Cala more probably.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I'm sure his ownership like skyrocketed.
Yeah, I mean,
after 45 seconds.
27%
and
right
that's, now. And if you consider like a lot of people still have Raya and Gabriel and the other guys, like some people are going Ben White. What do you think about Ben White?
I'm just too worried.
His spot for now.
Yeah. Show me a period of like him playing 3 games, starting 3 games in a row and getting out of that feels not likely.
Yeah.
And he's bad and old and generally.
Is he even old?
I don't know. He looks old.
His bones are old.
Well, his skin's old too.
His
the amount
skin
of tanning
is
bed.
incredibly old.
About it. I just feel like the transfer window's open. It's clearly an issue. Timber might not be out that long. Like,
yeah, we also don't know what weeks means.
To me, it's like if I am that hell bent on getting a second Arsenal defender after Calafiori, I think I'd rather just get Mascara.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a little bit more assured.
An occasional DefCon.
Yeah, or like, Konsa comes in, maybe it takes him a while. You have time to transfer him out. But with Ben White, he's not first choice. Like, as of right now, he's only playing because Timber's not fit and we don't know when he's going to return.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really don't like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
There's too many other good picks.
Did you know Champions League starts between Game Week 3 and 4?
Yeah.
So soon.
Yeah.
Usually we have international break
because there's usually Game Week 3.
Yeah.
Game Week 3, there's an international break.
God damn.
Yeah.
It's too soon. Actually, too soon. Let's talk about Bench Boost 1.
Okay.
It's completely meta now, by the way.
Good.
Like, every content creator is like, I'm bench boosting 1 or 2 for sure.
Good.
I'm worried about Brighton players. I mean, I know you just talked about decimated Villa. I was just looking back at Hertzler versus Emery's Villa. 1 point in 4 games. 2-2 draw, lose 3-0, lose 4-3, lose 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, he just lays traps all over the place and they just can't do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm a little worried, like, am I going into this feeling good about Brighton guys versus Villa in a bench boost? Like, traditionally, that would be a bad bench boost fixture, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then also the other side of it is like, yeah, but should I pick picks that I don't like as much just because, just for the bench boost? Like, probably not, right? Yeah. Like, probably not worth it. It's a bad chip anyway.
Brighton, I think I've been going all over the place with Brighton because I agree with everything you're saying. We're obviously going to get the team on Thursday, see what the score is, which will inform us a lot on what we expect them to do the following Thursday.
The following week, yeah.
So it's a little premature to make any sweeping statements and assessments here. But, I mean, the bigger issue to me is, like, Game Week 3 and 4 just Leeds, home, and then Coventry. I'm like, those are good. So, like, any bit of worry I have for 1 and 2, I feel like, okay, if I can just calm down, 3 and 4, like, those 4 game weeks, I think overall should be okay and get you through. It's not a great fixture run. I mean, it's not. They still have the Chelsea in game week 2. Then they play Arsenal 5 at Sunderland's always going to be a really hard game. Then they have, like, at Liverpool and City are 8 and 9. So
it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Like, they're playing the top 4 if you're including Chelsea. Like, to me, the top 4 this year is Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City. Like, you're playing the top 4 in the first 9 game weeks. And, I mean, Cuyper, I've been really hot on because he's out of position. I mean, Bart, obviously, is just 4-5, whatever. I like Hinch. We've been talking about Grob. We like Gomez at 5.
Yeah.
They might just struggle. I mean, they could just struggle. They have extra games right away. Their squad's really brittle and thin. They don't have replacements. They haven't played this version of Brighton, haven't played together because they are so many. I mean, like, Welbs is gone.
They have no wingers and no striker.
Yeah, they're putting players out of position playing wing. I mean, they're playing a fullback at wing who's done a job at wing, obviously.
Yeah.
Gomez, who's more of a Swiss Army knife at wing. I mean, Gomez could just be a really bad winger. I mean, they might just not be able to do anything with him.
And Ruder striker is
who's bad. And I mean, Ayari and Grob, obviously, that's fine. And the defense should be fine. Like, the back 4 looks fine. Yeah,
I still like Vuskovic.
Yeah, the back 4 looks fine. They have. That's the only place they do have depth. Is the back 4. And but yeah, I mean, how many goals? Yeah, it's definitely worrying. So
yeah, I just wanted to flag that, like, everyone's Bart Kinski. Everyone's like Grob and or Gomez and maybe a defender. Like, I just feel like everyone's super heavy on them. And I'm like, kind of don't want more than one. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do regarding bench boost. I'm all over the place still. But, like, I think there's an argument to just start Kinski then and just have someone with an actual good fixture in game week 1.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that that's an actual good fixture against this Villa team game week 1 at home.
I still don't.
Yeah. I think the most responsible thing to do is just have Bart and have no other Brighton players.
Yeah.
Because they have the pile up. They have the bed.
I think Grob is okay.
Grob's fine if you're willing to chill.
Yeah.
That's why I'm starting to get a little bit less because there's a lot of question marks here. And there's not a lot of competition for the spots because the price points are so low, which is a little bit of the frustration point.
Yeah.
But, you have to be willing to chill on Grub, because the Grub, as nice as it is that he'll have pens this year, we think, and, he's very creative and creates a lot of chances. If he scores more than 3 open play goals this year, if he plays 3,000 minutes, I think that would probably be more than I expect.
Yeah.
And those types of players are really long sample size reliant.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's something you have to just consider.
It is remarkable how bad their fixtures are when you look a little bit further out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just start at game week 10, when maybe then you get a home Brighton, at Hull, home Newcastle, at Bournemouth, at NFO, home Everton, home Ipswich, at Fulham, at Spurs. It's like, holy fuck, they have a run of 10 games where you want triple Brighton, and then that this is the price of that. Okay, that was just a flag.
Tough on Brighton. But
yeah, the couple bench boost questions. I mean, Bolter said, is Lauman's worth the 0.5 over a 4-5 keeper for bench boost? And then Carefree, what's the best goalkeeper pair for bench boost?
I still think Bard and Kinski is just great. I mean, they rotate well. They both have pink jerseys, which is so satisfying.
Synergy, yeah.
It's so unbelievably satisfying. I can't even tell you. For me, I mean, this is in my, I imagine in the Mind Palace locker room, being able to hang 2 pinks.
Yeah.
And one of them's not like the 4 of Voldemarsson, where it's like, you're dead to me. And they can it's so nice. It's just so nice. But I mean, I think just 2 teams that are better than their 4 or 5 counterparts.
For sure.
And so I think that's still really good high floor.
Yeah. And I there's a reason everyone's on it. I think if you wanted to find a 4 or 5 with a better clean shout, it's tough. I mean, it'd probably be like the Ipswich guy.
It has to be.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, for game week 1.
That's what I mean. For bench boost game week 1. What's his name? Sharpen or whatever?
Yeah. I think, though, it's back to is you have to make a decision of how many chips are you putting on bench boost 1, where it's I'm dead ending very, very heavily, versus I can bench boost game week 1 and I want to kind of see if I could stretch it out, because if you're going on the heavy game week 1 to try and spike as many points as you can with the bench boost chip, then you should obviously not have these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You should have you should be spending 10 million on goalkeeper, and you should have Lamans and fucking what's the other, and probably Roofs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or even 11, get Raya. That's the reason why the chip is it could be good.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with me with the bench boost that I feel is underrepresented is even with the quad the Covenant, or even just people with hiding Rushworth and the other 2 forwards guys. I think there's not enough value being put in how much changes in 1 game week, and you have to dodge injuries or someone being bought for 15 players.
Yeah, that's
harder said than done.
Yeah.
And you're one little diddle away from I have fucked my entire life up, because it's my 6 million midfielders fucked, so I have to use the transfer here, even though if I wasn't planning on the bench, I mean, you could change your plans, right? It was but you're basically you have a very good chance of having to use a transfer where you don't want to, because even a fitness knock is I don't know if this guy's going to start or not. I'm planning bench boost.
Or a transfer.
Yeah. Or
they could just buy a midfielder or another center back, and then you're 4-0 and you're oh fuck, I'm not sure this, whatever.
And that's
Thomas is gonna start,
and it's also the chip is really bad and stupid. People are, some people on our Discord have really championed the point of this is not a good chip. You should not be twisting your team into pretzels and doing all these gymnastics to accommodate 1 dumb chip for 1 stupid game week. The game's really long, and it shouldn't really affect your team choice and player choice that much. And the one thing I will say about the Isak team that I made, where it was okay, I like these points.
Yeah.
It was thin, and also I didn't mind the bench boost of 2 4-0 defenders who are center backs who have DefCon potential, a 4 or 5 mid who might get 4 points, and just a goalie who's playing. I felt pretty sure that I'd be getting at least 8 points. And if you told me that I was going to get 12 points on my bench boost, I don't care who's on my bench.
Yeah.
If you told me you're getting 12 points with your bench boost for these 4 players, I'd be like, that's fantastic.
Unbelievable.
you're spending more money to get that.
Yeah.
You still might not get that.
Yeah.
Then you're left with like, oh shit, like I did all this for this one game week and now I have a benching headache or now that like.
I mean, genuinely the only reason I wouldn't do it is if you look at your team and you think like, this is a disaster if I don't spend the extra 0.5 here and the extra 0.5 here to make my team much more solid and get the guys I really, truly, without a doubt, believe in. And if that's the case, then you're going to save your bench boost until you wildcard, and that's totally fucking fine. And there might be a good 4-0 then, and there might be a 4-0 keeper by then, and there might be a 4-5 midfielder by then, and fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
But I think the reasons to do it are strong.
Yeah.
And like it does make, because there's also the other side of that coin is by the time you wildcard, all the 4-0s are nightmares.
Yep.
There's no 4-5 midfielder. There's no 4-5 forward, which I don't even know if this fucking Norwegian guy's going to play or not. I need to get to grips with this guy. He's been in my team for 2 weeks. I don't know his name.
Wally. Yeah, he's supposed to start at 10. He'll probably he's the kind of guy that could start and get ripped at half because
he's Wally Agali. Wally Agali.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and you could, in theorize, be like, well, I'll just do it when I wildcard. And then the reality might be, the fixtures for all the cheap guys are bad, and
you want all the expensive guys.
And you want all the expensive
they're all
guys,
really
and you
good.
can't.
Yeah.
There's no 4-0s anywhere that are worth anything, and it's so it could be a future problem, but I'm okay with that. But it has to be one or the other. I just don't think, like you said, even planning for the Coventry bench boost is a big risk.
Yeah.
Because you're also putting 4 fucking Coventry players in your team, which are bad.
Well, except for Rushworth, he's fine.
He's fine, but you know what I mean.
I do.
Yeah. So that's kind of the situation there.
Yeah.
That was...
How are we doing on time? How long are we going for? We're fine.
51?
Yeah, we got another 40 in us, probably. We were also fucking around before we started. It's probably more like 45.
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't matter. We're fine.
This camera, I wish there was a red light.
Yeah.
I would love a red light because I don't know what's going on over there.
Well, we think it's recording, but
check us out. Yeah. I don't know if you can even see my face. I'm kind of blocked by the thing. Whatever. We're doing our best. And I guess I'll have to put teams in after. Or no, there's no graphics.
No
on
one
this
cares.
One. They do. They care.
Well, I don't care about them then.
But we don't care about them.
If they care, this is still at heart a podcast. Don't watch this podcast. Listen
don't watch.
Listen.
Someone commented like, I'd watch, but then I have to like believe what 2 bald guys are saying. And I was like, great point.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Don't watch. Listen.
Yeah, just hang out and listen.
If you listen, we have hair if you want to.
Exactly. If you listen, I have big knockers. I have big milkers.
Oh, God.
Let's see. So Tio had a big one on bench boost.
Okay.
I think this is the last bench boost question. He said, I've been big on game week 1 or 2 bench boosts most of the preseason, but what's calling me back is the lack of confidence I have in the 3rd forward spot. I don't want any non-budget guys who aren't JP or Erling. I've had Igor most of the time, but when I started to think with no bench boost and a 4-5 forward and a 4-0 keeper, all of a sudden the 11 seems much more improved. It's the difference between a fringe rotation spot as my 11th man and a really solid player in every position. With that in mind, do you think the benefits of getting a bench boost out of the way early outweigh the downside of a weaker starting 11? So I guess that's kind of what we were just saying, right? Yeah.
But I do think, I appreciate more context of these are the sacrifices or the improvements in the 11 that has happened when I've tinkered it, because it's not just philosophical. You have to click the names and look at the team. And,
yes.
I mean, that's where, I think the 6-0 forward spot and everything, for me, never really liking DCL, even though he's a very high floor, safe in air quotes pick. Not a lot of turmoil in the team. It just kind of should consolidate and finish 10th maybe this year or something.
Yeah.
Just not an exciting pick. Doesn't have a high ceiling. And there's just so many, I think, so few good picks in the forwards in general that pigeonholing yourself into that bracket feels really bad. And it feels like it's not the correct way to play. Yeah. It feels like there are a lot of midfielders.
Yeah.
Just a lot. I mean, there are at least 10 midfielders that are all very, very viable.
That was really clean. We both just nailed it. Yeah.
And and that's what you were kind of talking about last one, where it's Wally Agali, give me 2 points, maybe 1 point, but give me 2 points.
I would take 1 point.
He'll get a point,
Yeah.
set the structure up the way you want it.
Exactly.
Like, I think it's either that or you're going big on Isak. I also have come a little bit around on Thiago for a game week 1 diddle because they are kind of chilling. And we talked about him long term. Don't love the value long term.
Yep.
There's a lot there that's a little bit, but they still have home Spurs, Leeds, home Sunderland.
Yep.
They're just so settled. And it looks like strict, huge upgrade with Sangarian, like someone who can actually.
He seems amazing.
Someone that can actually run around and move dynamically instead of like another NPC who's like, how old is this guy? Checks notes. He's 32 already.
Yeah.
He's been in the league for 7 years. Like, I don't even know.
He's kind of okay at everything and he's slow and unathletic, whereas Sangari's like a running machine, recovery machine, good on the ball, good off the ball, dribbly, like he's gonna do it.
I want to come back onto Sangari in a second, but like you also look at that plus Jadon Anthony, I think is a huge depth upgrade. Plus, like KLP should be playing a lot more fullback this year with his good delivery. So I imagine that Brentford can just take a little bit of a half step forward and be back to like what they were kind of at the beginning of the season after having the off season and kind of a little bit of a refresher. So
they're underrated.
Yeah, they're a bit underrated. I think they are underrated in general.
Yeah.
And like, do you want to get Thiago and hold him for the whole year again? No, for sure not. But like you could, that million difference though between like, say you do want João Ladro, Haaland, Thiago, if you're bench boosting, like that's very viable. Like I think that is like a very acceptable and appropriate team. And it's also just like really safe. Like it's a really safe trio where there's just, again, like a high floor. Thiago's never going to be a huge problem. Like you could always hold him, like you first 4, home Spurs, at Leeds, home Sunderland, at Bournemouth.
It's good.
It's good. Like they probably are going to win a pen because they're all so good at it.
Yep.
He'll get some chances. He'll miss some chances. Like he'll score some goals. He'll probably score like 2 goals. He's just a good pick. So I think that's also a shout.
Yeah.
Because that's something I thought
got like Hamburg and Jitterbug. Like, are we overlooking early season Thiago? And the answer is just yes.
Yeah,
I mean, there's not that many. I said this kind of last week about Van Dijk, but you can do it position by position. There's not that many forwards where you look at the first 5 games and just think, okay, 450 minutes without a shadow of a doubt.
Yep.
Pens without a shadow of a doubt. And you
Tip of the spear.
Tip of the spear. He will get big chances.
Yeah.
No doubt.
What he does with them.
TBD.
Godspeed.
TBD.
But that was because I was doing that little diddle when I was looking at the Isak team and I was like, ooh.
Yep.
Actually, like if I bump him down, it frees this million up, and then all of a sudden it's not the anorexic girl. It's just, she's hot.
She got some curves.
Yeah, she's just a regular looking, healthy girl.
And also, if you believe what I was selling before about Ladro, that you can wait until 4 to get him.
Yeah.
Thiago to Ladro.
Well, I'm saying this is the...
No, I know you're saying with, but I'm saying you could go instead.
Don't love that but
don't need to.
But it's an alternative option. Because it still is like, we're looking at like, how much certainty can we put in? And it's really, really hard to do because the only teams that have continuity and certainty are Arsenal and Man United. Pretty much every other team other than like from 8th down, from like 8th up there's some caveat, like new manager at Liverpool, new manager at City.
Brentford are good to go.
But I'm saying like of the top 7, top 8.
Oh, like, for sure.
So that's then all of a sudden you're looking like, well, I want as much certainty. Well, you just can't have that.
Even Brighton, same manager, mostly the same
Europe.
squad, bad fixtures, Europe.
Yeah.
Welb's gone.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Matoma hurt, Minta hurt. Like they're just messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing that still rattles in the back of my mind is like, well, okay, Thiago versus DCL. Then I'm back to like, why am I? Yeah, same guy. Like it's obviously not same guy.
Obviously not.
It's tongue in cheek.
And Brentford are better.
Yeah.
How much better?
How much better?
And also 2 million better.
Yeah, because then you look at DCL, that's NFO away with, obviously they're going to be better this year than they were last year, but it's still a good time to play them. Home Brentham, at Brighton, home Newcastle, home Palace. I mean, it's just as good fixtures.
And contextualizing, like saying 2 million is sort of like this abstract thing. I think it's hard to saying, how about if I worded it, turn your 4-5 into O'Reilly?
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. I'm getting like maybe best defender pick in a game from like a 4-5 on a mid-table team.
Which all of a sudden is like, oh, there's a reason why the template front 3 is DCL, Ladro, and Haaland, because
value.
Probably the best front 3.
And
it's just the best.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Drew's follow-up to the Thiago stuff was just Brentford have scored about 1,000 goals in preseason. The front 3 look great on price to buy. Are we sleeping on them? And I think Dango is still a really good pick.
Yeah, I agree.
6'5".
6'5", good. Just should be really good this year. Usually is available. I mean, we have to calm ourselves down a little bit with this Brent. I mean, they pumped the numbers in that like 8-0 or something. I don't know what was going on that day.
Yeah.
But they just like had one incredible day in the office. But no, it's back to just like they're really settled and everyone's back, plus Sangare, who looks like a real player.
Yep.
Plus Jadon Anthony, who's going to give them an actual keep the level rather than we're getting worse with every sub. That's the thing with like last year, they literally got worse every time they made a sub. And, this year they have a few good options. So, I think we are sleeping on Brenham. I think they should be in more teams. I've started to get a little bit more interested in Ayer. Just from the standpoint of, I think he's going to play over Pinnock. Like, I don't really.
I feel like I don't ever read.
You don't ever read. I mean,
I can text Billy.
Yeah.
I have his WhatsApp. I'll text Billy.
You can text Billy. Listen, is Pinnock getting like a game here? Or is
I've texted him before. I've been like, is Carvalho starting?
Yeah.
I need to know for fantasy.
Okay, well,
he writes back.
We'll go off air on that one.
Yeah.
If you see Ayer in either of our teams, you can know what the answer is.
Yeah, you'll know.
Billy is on that. But, yeah, I mean, Brentham's just going to probably be good. But, I mean, all of this is sort of like, I probably should go back to DCL, dodge BHA, put a little more money in defense.
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems to be like the smart play.
Yeah, here's some other notes. Not all of these will take a while, and then we could do some questions maybe. Shaw versus Maguire. Thoughts? Maguire goal did me in.
Really?
I was already like preferring him pre that weird game that he just randomly missed. And I was looking back at his Carrick numbers, like he's actually DefCon in grade. He's the main target man, whatever. And then I got rid of him. And then he came back in, scored. I'm like, fucking, this is why I want him. This is exactly why I want him.
Yeah, I think if you can find the 0.5, it's worth probably doing it because Shaw's just not a good pick. I mean, you're looking at these first 2.5 game weeks at Everton, and then it's like, I could see them not keeping it clean for 2 months. I mean, their fixtures are really bad. And
City, at Fulham, home Spurs, at Leeds, home Bournemouth, at Chelsea, home Villa, at Liverpool. I mean, we'll have wild carded by this point, but yes, you will not be starting him in most of those.
So I mean, you're really looking at, for Shaw realistically a 2 or a 6 for game week 1 and 2. If you're in good shape, it's a 12. And then it's like, oh, this is a problem. Like I don't really want to play him ever because he doesn't attack.
Yeah.
He doesn't get DefCons. He's fat.
Yeah.
And they have bad fixtures forever.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to start Shaw from game week 4 indefinitely, probably until game week 14. Like I think it's that bad. So then it's both the double sided coin is like, I'm going to wild card early. How long do I need the spot to be on for?
And
can I put him on the bench? Like,
do you want a 5 million who still has the same fixtures as Shaw? But I would say
yes.
Yes, because
DefCons.
Yeah, DefCons. Yeah. It's everything. Like the at Fulham, at Leeds, those are good examples in 5 and 7 of games where I'm like, I don't love starting Shaw there. I expect them to concede in those games. And I'm super fine starting Maguire in both of those.
Yep.
He could get a goal. He could get a flick on assist. And he should probably DefCon.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. Ödegaard back on the menu. Looks great.
I've been playing with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's your fucking guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's something I've also, like in the last 24 hours, I mean, now I'm I'm going to be a mess for the next couple days. Like, forget it. This is really
I'm
fucking
just
me up.
cooking up a fucking cauldron of nightmare for you. Yeah.
I'm going to be a fucking mess
Well,
until Friday.
This is what we're doing. This is why we're here. We're talking it out, and then
fuck
we
each other up.
Yeah, exactly. And then we go to our private caves and click buttons for a long time.
It's gonna be. But I'm trying to have that, be cognizant of just like with Shaw. He's like a cockroach. Like I don't like this pick. I don't like him. But then I was like, oh, is it irresponsible to not have a Man United defender? They have the two should I get Slab? Like, oh, I don't like him that much either. Like, I make fun of him so much. Like, the manager, like, I like when Man United are kind of bad. Like, I want to root for that, but it's like, how many of the guys do I not like? And how many of the guys do I like? I get the guys I like. And, I'm trying to use that a little bit more, even though it might not be, in air quotes, like, smart.
Well, I'm using the thing you said earlier a little bit more with Man United. Them and Arsenal are the only two teams in the top fucking whatever that are just stable and good.
Yeah.
Like, Man United.
Well, they might be good. Man United.
I mean, good,
Relatively.
whatever. Relatively good. Like, they should just continue from last season and be solid.
Yeah.
Well, being decent.
Yeah.
And I like their midfield reinforcements. And the other thing with Shaw is they might just buy a left back.
Yeah.
Because they
need
one.
Dorgu can't play left back.
Dorgu is the backup winger. He might even start Gameweek 1 at winger, probably. Like. So that's kind of a problem position
Dalot could
for them.
Displace him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Dallow's going to start right back,
should,
right?
But I mean, they have Maz. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Maz. I forgot about Maz.
Yeah, they need defensive reinforcements. I don't know why they have been linked to nobody.
They
probably have. I'm sure, like, Liam's going to start.
Liam knows. There's been a gap of, like, most of the teams just not doing anything in the transfer window, which has been really weird.
Yeah.
Like, when's Liverpool doing Barcola or some youth wingers or whatever? Man United just immediate early in the window reinforce the midfield and then stop buying people. Like, all this weird, I don't know what's holding everyone up. But
I mean, there is definitely a good chance that I end up with no Man United defender. And I just go with Bruno and Mbeumo, and I'm like,
fine.
I don't know.
If
I miss out on a few points in the first couple weeks, like, I don't know.
Because
Shaw just feels like the way I seem to draw towards building my defense. It's like I need the 4-5 to be someone like I think like Ayer is just strictly better. Where it's like,
oh, for sure,
he's gonna get DefCon.
Anyone who DefCons is better.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to look at that. Like Hume is a dead lock, absolute lock by all. No chance I don't have Hume.
Okay.
But like the Cuyper, I'm starting to be like, okay, obviously I like him. He's a but I'm like, because that's also like they're not linked to anyone, and then they could just buy someone and like, oh shit, like
probably.
I mean, Thiago is probably the smarter play, but I don't know. I'm almost
if you even want to share Brighton defense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with Bart, but if I want like two, I'm like, I don't know. So I have to look hard at that.
A couple more notes for you. Just flyers. I have just Jacquet and Tzolis. I think they're like.
Oh wait, we didn't really go back. Can we just go back to Ödegaard for a second?
Oh yeah.
We didn't. I just like
6'5" Ödegaard looked great. Looked very fit and good. All World Cup and in the Community Shield.
He's obviously world class when he's playing. My biggest difficulty with him is they just have so many players that can play there.
So many.
Too many. I mean, just too many. So how certain is Ödegaard to? I just what do you think that looks like realistically?
Realistically, I think he starts almost all the games.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that.
I mean, that would be my guess and my assumption, because I do think they're worse when Eze starts there. I also think Eze is a little bit of wing depth for them, and just like a do-it-all.
He'll sub on for Tzolis.
Yeah, or
left wing depth.
Yeah, and he could sub on for Bruno. He could sub on for Rice if they want to go ultra attacking or something like that.
Still there.
Yeah, I forgot about Zubimendi. Marino. Yeah.
Their best goal scorer. And
Ödegaard is the fucking captain.
Is he still a captain?
Yeah, still captain. And just like the leader a little bit, leading the press against City. I thought he was really good. He's just really good. He's just really, really good. I'd be stunned if he didn't start, like, for example, just the first 5.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the thing with him, too,
that's
is
crazy.
He could start 5 and blank 5.
Absolutely.
which is a concern. Like
Yeah,
he doesn't have
absolutely.
great shot numbers. He'll create chances, but he's just as like he'll get a hockey assist plenty of the time. What's up?
Yeah, did he DefCon at all last year?
I think he was in and around
because he's so in like a Damsgaard kind of way. He's just like tackling, pressing, like around the ball at all times. So I guess there's that.
But like, how does he make your team? Like, how do you put him in your FPL team? Like, that's something that I can't get my head around.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like when I've put him in, I'm just like, there are so many other picks that are feel better,
goal scoring, nailed, main man.
Like even like Sar. Like I was fucking around with Sar again. I mean, like our team's kind of fucked up. Like I'm not probably going to start with Sar.
Yeah.
Just like another player I love. Same price.
Yep.
On pens when Mateda's not on the pitch.
Yep.
Plays out of position. Will never get subbed.
Yep.
Like how is that a better pick? And Sar's in no team.
Yeah.
It's just not a better pick.
Yeah. That's the problem. Yeah. And Dango, we just mentioned, and all the 6-0s that everyone still has.
Yeah,
and die once a week,
Cliver.
90 every game, Pens, Clive, Lafay, like all these guys. Grob, like how is Ödegaard a million better than Grob?
He's not.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Set pieces add up, Pens add up, DefCons add up.
Yeah, it's because Ödegaard's like he blanks in the Coventry game, and you're like,
oh my God,
dear me, what did I do here?
Yeah.
Like I made a really big mistake.
Big problem.
Yeah. I don't think. Well, what about Tzolis? Are you? I mean, my biggest thing is still with him is like, oh, he's subs on 70.
Yeah, I was going back into last season. I'm like, is he Reinders?
Yeah.
In a way of like, I don't expect him to start all season.
Yeah.
He's not going to play 38 games. He's probably not going to play 31 games.
Yeah.
He's going to start the first month of the season, almost for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Martinelli's gone.
Yeah. And he's been returning. He's just a return monster. I know it was like a secondary league, so it was fucking Italy for Reinders, you know? Maybe he's just smart. Like, what's the risk? You know, what's the worst case scenario?
He blanks for a few weeks.
Game week 4, you transfer him. That's worst case.
Yeah.
Best case is like he gets you 3 assists and a goal in the first month, and you're just like,
oh, this guy's
I got a fucking Arsenal nailed 6'5" attacker.
That's the thing, which you know is TBD if that's good because we're historically like let's buy Arsenal attackers and they win every game 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's very true.
I'm trying to be cognizant of just imagining the Tross minutes from last year and like how many of them he got and how little he did with them.
Yeah.
And like if you're just buying that position for the same price and you just expect that there's some output, that's probably just going to be a really good pick.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean,
so Tross, what did he get? He got, wait, this is totally wrong. Hold on. Hold, please.
So yeah, just to go more on Tzolis, it's, you know, it's the Villa, then Chelsea, then Sunderland. I mean, the fixtures don't look great. You know, Champions League comes in. It's at Brighton in 5 before we have the month off. So, I mean, my bigger thing with him is you're talking about the minutes. Like, yes, there's no left wing player that looks reasonably likely to supplant him. Yeah. Unless if he does a diddle and puts like Ödegaard there or something, which
Eze
or Eze. Yeah. It's also just really bad fixtures though, outside of the Coventry game from an attacking standpoint for Arsenal. So that's a little bit difficult.
They are.
Like
they are really bad.
Because we look at Arsenal, they are so good, but them being so good is like they win 2-0.
They win 1-0 at Villa would be a phenomenal great result.
Yeah, or they have scored two goals in is their kind of ceiling usually.
Yeah, in open play. Yeah.
So like
even though they just scored 3 versus City, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean all of that is reasonable. I just wanted to sort of throw it out there. Trossard 4.8 points per start last season. Just a return machine. Yeah. When he's just on the pitch, he's just there to get goals and assists. Yeah. And it seems like they just went like for like there. And then Jacquet was sort of the other flyer. Where I was sort of similarly thinking best case, worst case. Worst case, obviously, he gets subbed on 45 and he doesn't start one of the first 3 or something like that. You have to transfer him. That sucks. He's $5 million. It's not an expensive punt. And the best case is he's literally, Senesi last year. He's a DefCon machine, nailed center back who looked great.
Yeah, I mean, both center backs under Iraola will DefCon.
Yeah,
So,
Hill or Senesi,
yeah,
whatever.
it's just whether it's Jacquet playing or Araujo.
Ronald.
And yeah, it looks likely that Jacquet will start game week 1 after his cameo. And yeah, I think it's also like you don't probably want to have Jacquet and 2 4-0 defenders in your team unless if you're going for something out there, because there is a fail case that's
100%.
not, in the sub 10% region. He's still a kid who hasn't really played much in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that the upside is really there. It's like it's a home run swing, and the worst case is just not that bad. So
yeah,
I like that pick.
I think it's one I just gotta take. I just think all the signs are there. Not many people are on him, and yeah, he might just be like a hold forever.
Yeah.
Hold just forever.
Yeah.
And he looked really, really good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think that's a fantastic pick after the cameo.
Man, is this gonna be 10 hours?
Nah, we'll wrap up soon.
Okay. People are all talking about Semenyo.
Yeah.
Are you still the same? Because I've been like kind of out on him, and probably like bitter, hating him because he killed us so much when he went to City. But I've just kind of been like, there's a lot of guys who have open play threat. There's a lot of midfielders who are basically strikers. He has to double his XG basically to be good at 8.5, which is what he did last year. So I'm aware he can do it. He has to do that again, have the best season of his career again to be good. And I just don't really believe it.
Yeah, I'm still very out on him. I know he's been doing really well in preseason.
Yeah.
It's just, the preseason has been so fucked up for City because Haaland hasn't been there the whole time. And I just don't put any weight in anything that's been going on really until they start playing with Haaland. And I just want to see what it looks like, because my inkling is that all the City attackers will be bad except for Haaland. And Haaland might also just not be worth it, because we just have to see how Maresca does things.
Yeah.
But like, I imagine that they're just going to be sort of having a lot of meaningless possession, which he loves to do. Passing the ball.
That's guaranteed.
Yeah, pass the ball around, go to the wing, check back, go to the center, go to the other wing, check it back, rinse, repeat, do some little move, maybe win a corner, maybe cross something. Maybe, Doku takes someone on, it's a cutback, it's a final action. And I just don't imagine them doing a lot of like team goals. I don't imagine a lot of counterattacking goals. I don't imagine a lot of intricacies. So I just kind of think like, I just want Haaland because he's Haaland, he's the best player in the world. We just saw in Norway, he just score out of nothing and just barely touch the ball and just score a brace no matter what's going on around him, no matter who's playing. And that's all I want to bet on right away. And look, we could be sitting here after game week 3 and be like, I was wrong. They look great.
Yep.
They have all of these triangles going. They have all of these understandings going. They have so many world-class players. They have good first few subs. Like, they look great. We want more shares. But for now, I'm just not willing to put 8.5 extra on that at all.
I'm the same. And I was talking about Isak earlier. I still feel like, heart of hearts, I'll still have Haaland. Yeah. I watched that Community Shield. He still got like 2 or 3 very good chances against the best defense by far in Europe.
Yeah.
I'm like, because the Norway, I think, is like the prime examples. Like, he can be on a very not talented Norway team and just score 2 goals every game.
Yeah.
And obviously international football is not the same, but whatever.
Yeah.
I wrote, don't forget about Frimpong, 0 competition.
Yeah.
Attacking winger, basically.
Yeah.
Other than that, just questions.
Okay. Do you want to do any, or do you want to just fuck all the questions? We're on
let me scan them.
Okay.
Let me scan them.
Any interesting names?
First one's about Ödegaard.
Okay.
Don't need to talk about that.
Did that.
Warren said, Walsh noted on the first pod how there are only 3 easy games now. With that in mind, should we basically try to always have a cap option against one of the 3 promoted sides and build accordingly?
Well, let's not get carried away here. You still need a premium attacking firepower player to be captain. Like, I'm not captaining Dango against, Coventry
and die
just because it's like the best fixture on my team. These still are not capable players. So I think if it helps, you want to maybe now make a small list of maybe 6 players. Like, these are players I would captain.
Yeah.
And pin those up sticky note those and say, if one of these guys has this or that, if they rotate well with this guy or that guy, maybe that's the way of attacking it. But in general, like, I don't think that that's what we should be doing, like spending transfers to chase cap against Hull or something.
Yeah.
Like you're going to get carried away there.
Yeah. And there's just, you have to tick so many boxes to be captainable.
Yeah.
You have to have open play threat. Your team has to be good. You have to be nailed for 90. Probably should be on pens. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of criteria.
Yeah. Maxbert said following the community shield. Another discussion on Mbeumo versus Wirtz versus Semenyo would be helpful.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still just so like Mbeumo feels kind of similar to Bruno. Like, don't forget, guys, we get a transfer every week. We're not building our team for 6 months.
Yeah.
They play 2 promoted sides.
Yep.
He's going to be playing striker.
Yep.
They should score at least 4 goals in these 2 games. He should get a couple returns safe. You can go anywhere from him. Like, just chill. 3rd game's fine. Like, I think he's just a really, really smart pick. Yep. Like that's, and I've come full, like, MGW, I've obviously been standing him so hard since postmortem. And it's the same thing. I'm just like, I need to fucking relax. Like,
I know.
I don't need to start there.
Yeah.
I know I love him. I know I love the no Europe thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't, as you mentioned earlier today, doesn't bear fruit game week 1.
Yeah.
I can get him. I will get him.
Yep.
I can let them settle.
Yep.
Wait until 4 or 5, something like that. Like, I will be there, and I would. I just feel like Mbeumo is such a good starting place to be.
Yeah, I agree. The perfect flexibility, high ceiling, early fixtures, nailed and flexible. Versus like Wirtz, who we both like more than Semenyo as a pick, is like, I could see a team without Wirtz, and I'm not like, dude, just get him. I don't feel that way. I'm like, I think he's good. He also similarly might not get going until the team gets going in October. Yeah. That would be totally realistic. I think the focus of Iraola is everything is about Wirtz and Isak.
Yeah, and attack nonstop.
Nonstop pressing, get Wirtz and Isak in and around the box. I mean, I found it interesting because the review of like Discord people after the Como game was like, Wirtz had a stinker. And then I was like, oh, I'll watch it later. Like I have it saved or whatever. And I watched and he was just in and around everything again. There was no stink at all.
It's so hard because you have to divorce yourself from the outcome. It's like he's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
He had a bad game and he was in the same. It's not, he didn't have a bad game because he was playing in fucking left back.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The ball didn't go in, but he was there.
Yeah.
The cross didn't reach him, but he was there. So.
Yeah, and I mean, the other thing too with Mbeumo is, like, I do have a sneaky suspicion that like Bruno isn't going to be a sell. Like,
it's possible. It's very possible.
I know 12 is very steep, but the main reason to sell him is because we need the money for other premium assets.
Right.
They don't really exist in the game, and there are a lot of cheaper assets that he's always been a really good pick when they're in Champions League in the past because he's a fucking machine and he just does everything. So like, I also am like,
if you have Haaland, Bruno, the guy that you don't have and maybe you'd want to get would be Isak. And you could just do Mbeumo and Ladro or Mbeumo and DCL to fucking you already did your bench boost. You do a 4-5 and Isak or something like that. And you just have them and you just keep the best guys. Yeah, it's really not that bad. Al said, when you're looking at an early wild card, how many weeks of data do we need to be able to confidently pick which defenders will be DefCon monsters?
Yeah,
dude, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, I think it's last year's when I did my wild cards instructive. I did after 4, right? And
you were mostly right.
I got 4 of 5
4 of 5
of the like end of season top DefCon pick. So I think probably about 4. Like, I don't think 2. I think not 2. I think 3 maybe, but like ideally I think it's like 5 or 6. Like if you get 5 or 6 weeks,
if you wildcard in that international league, you should know.
You should know.
Everyone by then has played someone bad and someone good. Windows shut, and everyone's played the range of someone bad, someone good, someone mid-table, and you kind of see how they do.
Yep.
Let's see. Here's all about Kai. I don't think you can get Kai. Up your Arsenal. You guys are the kings of the 4-5 defenders. Who is it this year? And Glaze, you said I'm Robbo curious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just so I can't not see past Hume. I just feel like.
Tell me more. Sell me on Hume. I don't get it.
I mean, they're gonna regress. It's probably not a pick I have for the rest of the year, but like, they are not looking like buying players.
Yeah,
and their best team, he's playing wing. You know, I mean, the only reason he played fullback last year is they were protecting Mukiele or Meunier had his back thing or whatever. But like, when they're fit, he's just playing left wing.
Yeah.
And he's a 4-5 defender.
Yeah.
And like, unlike with De Cuyper, where like they're kind of fucked up and, you know, I think you can kind of come up with something like Sunderland's not really kind of fucked up. They're just all the same. They have, you know, one defender in one defensive injury with Mukiele, or, you know, maybe Alderete will displace 09 when he gets back too. But like, it just looks like their best team is, Hume's their left winger. And that's it. Like, I mean, I don't Fair really enough. Know. Because with De Cuyper, it's like, well, they have other guys that can play wing. Like, they have all these guys, and Hertzler has been known to, like, could play Gomez at wing and play fucking, you know, O'Reilly. I don't know. He play the Johanna plays in wing or something, or he plays Castulas or George.
I already can probably do fine around there, in and around the box a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, I feel like, and then it's just a good defensive team. Like, I think they're still going to just be playing defense like a lot. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
No. Yeah. I mean.
I like Robbo, though. I do. It's just with Udogs, you know, when he's back fit, I mean, it looks like he's not going anywhere. It's just, you know, Robbo's really old. And the style of football is really demanding. And, you know, we saw him physically have a drop off noticeably where it's like he's getting tired towards the end of games. And, you know, I don't think he can really do it that consistently. So I haven't really been there. Yeah, I mean, the one that's been slowly creeping up in the 4-5 for me has been Ayer. I mentioned him a couple of times. And, you know, I still like Rodon, even though they're buying Elvedi. I still just feel like he's a really safe, high floor guy who's not great on DefCons, but at least he plays center back. You know, he could sneak in with them sometimes. And I think he's just going to be a really safe pick, you know, threatening on set pieces. But yeah, I think, you know, other than Hume, I haven't, and De Cuyper, I don't know. No one else is really.
I still have Maatsen in the back of my head.
Well, they aren't they buying, or they haven't bought anyone.
They haven't bought anyone.
That guy, was they linked with someone in Italy or something, or nothing happened?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be behind, but I think, and you just look at like, if you combine Maatsen and Dean's points last season, it's like 160 or something. Yeah. You know, like it's just, he should just play every game, and he's just, I just believe in him. But there's no one that I feel as strongly as you do about Hume.
Yeah.
In the 4-5s. There's no one where I'm like, I'm for sure having this guy. It used to be center backs. It used to be like Soy Boy or Senesi or whatever. And now every center back who has a shout of DefConning is just 5-0.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Where are you at on De Cuyper's? Like, honestly, straight talk speaking.
Yeah, I mean, we went through the fixtures, right? I mean, you're happy to bench boost an attacker in one, which is all he is. You're happy. You kind of definitely should bench him, I think, in 2.
If you can.
And then you're just praying that they don't buy anyone and he plays well. I mean, it obviously is risky. I think you should build your team with the idea that he's maybe not a starter for you. You know, even though the fixtures are home leads at Coventry, that's when you want to start him. If they buy anyone, if he's not playing well, if anyone gets fit, all of these reasons, he might not play.
Yeah.
So you just have to have a really safe rest of the team.
It's just, there are a lot of question marks. Because that's the difference, I think, between him and he was like a fit Brighton team. He's just not on the team.
No, nowhere near.
And that's like, he's only has this shirt because of several cataclysms occurring, you know, simultaneously, which is a big.
It's just tough. It's just every De Cuyper you put in your team, I feel like you need to spend
closer to wild card.
Yeah, and you need to spend and you need to spend 0.5 more somewhere else to sort of be his safety net, or you just commit to the early wild card, which I also think is completely fine.
Yeah.
Wild card in 3 or 4, and you're just like, I'm getting a high upside winger out of position. Fuck it.
Yeah,
totally fine with that. it's just hard when you think about it out loud and say like I'm wildcarding in game week 3, beginning of September, and you're like I'm gonna have this team
for 4 months.
till game week 33.
Yeah, well, not 33 because we'll get our second wildcard, but yeah.
No, I know, but your second wildcard we usually use it late.
Later. We save it till later. Yeah,
30.
yeah,
say?
Yeah, for the doubles. Yeah,
That's just 27 game weeks of like this is my team.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build a robust team now so I don't have to be in that position.
Yeah.
All
right, let's cancel the order on questions. Let's just do a little bit more on our teams and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, so
I mean, what do you look like?
I don't have your tab open anymore.
It doesn't matter. Both my tab might as well just light it on fire after we talk. Like nothing's going to be the same. But I mean, what do you realistically see as your work to do in the next couple of days? Like what are the calls like you feel like you're going to have to make?
João Pedro.
Okay.
I am just so like.
Do I have him or not?
I'm so one side, just like forwards are bad. I don't know how he's going to play out the gate. I don't love the fixture.
But isn't that more down to Haaland versus Isak? Or that's not really a question?
Well, that is a thing.
Because if you go Isak, you have João Pedro.
I'll have 100%.
No question.
Because I'll just spread. I mean, just to talk out loud, I think I have it written down here somewhere. I don't remember. Fuck. But my team last week, when I did Haaland to Isak, just when I was playing with it, the first thing I did was Wally Egley to João Pedro.
Yeah.
Wally World. Then I did Virgil to Gab.
Yeah.
Bart to Raya.
Yeah.
And then I still had like 1 million.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't see how I'm not making up the points here. Like, it means I'm benching Grob at Chelsea and starting Ladro. It means I'm benching other pieces of shit out You know, I just have an insanely good attack.
Double the points.
What?
Because everyone's captaining Haaland.
Yeah. In 3.
And 5. And 7.
3, 5, 7. Yeah.
Yeah. And 1. I mean, people are going to captain
Some people will captain
a lot of people are going to captain him 1.
Yeah. No, I know. It's double points. And so that is part of it. For Haaland, Isak, I need to figure out captaincy. I think that's more... Because I have no doubt that like season long, I'm like, I can make up the points. Yeah. I'm making up the points. But are there captains in each of those first, let's just call it 5 weeks where I feel as good as Haaland? And that's the work I need to do with him. With Ladro, I need to figure out with the team I have now, that's Haaland, DCL, Wally Egley, is like taking $1.5 million to turn DCL into him. Maybe is that worth it? I can find it. You know, I have O'Reilly. He can be a 5-0. There's 1 million 5-0 defenders I like. I can go Wirtz down. I can go Sobo down. There's guys everywhere I could take money out of. I'm not sure. This team
it can be O'Reilly to Cala and Grob to Gomez.
So easy. So easy.
Yeah.
This team I also have right now is not a bench boost team.
Right.
Which doesn't make sense because then why do I have Wally Egley? So I probably need to find, I can't say his fucking name. Let me look up his first name because this is just horrendous. Sindra.
That's even worse.
Sindra?
That's probably not, okay, whatever. Keep going.
So I need to figure out if I'm going for him, then I should be bench boosting. That's the entire reason to ever own him.
Yeah.
So then I should find 0.5 to take my 4-0 keeper to a real keeper. So that's most of it, I'd say. Like I'm really high on Jacquet as a pick, Maguire as a pick. Maybe Tarek should be rode on. Maybe that's 0.5 that I can shed and not feel terrible about. I've had Grob, Wirtz, Sobo, Bruno, Mbeumo for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Like I've just been like,
you like that mid.
Just feels good.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%, but it just feels really good.
Okay.
I think that's most of it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you seem pretty, you're close.
I think I'm close.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm close. And as far as the keeper goes, that I brushed over that, I'm still not sure that it's going to be Bart for me. Even though I think Bart, Kinski are the two like obvious best 4-5s, I'm not against considering it like he's only there because I'm bench boosting it and just going Ipswich guy or something. And I just don't feel good about that Villa fixture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. All right. What about you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the only spots I feel really certain about right now is Haaland, Ladro, and then Wirtz, Bruno, Mbeumo.
Yeah.
And Hume.
Yeah. and Kinski Bart, right?
And Kinski Bart. And then the 9 million in goal, that's happening.
Yeah.
Will definitely bench boost game week 1, no matter what.
Yep.
And all of those other spots could be any of 25 guys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
The guys we just talked about, basically.
It's honestly like the most perversion thing that I feel like I will end up on is Isak and a really thin team. Yeah. Like, I just feel like that's my style.
Yeah, same.
And that's where I feel like I might gravitate back towards. I need to sit, though, and spend a little bit of time with Cala and the team and feel like, is this, like, how important is this? Because those are diametrically opposed. I cannot have Cala in the team if I'm going to go with Isak as my third forward.
Yeah.
And I would need to spend a lot more time looking at, if I do that build, it would definitely be Jop and Thomas. And I need to look at, like, I can't have Cuyper and Shaw. Like, they have to be probably Ayer and Rodon are probably the two picks that make the most sense, of just like, they play center back, they feel stable.
Yep.
And with the 2 4-0s, like with Hume, like, I could probably piece it together.
Yep.
For 5-6 game weeks and be okay there, because what I don't want is to have that really thin team and me being forced into wild card because I picked Cuyper, who doesn't play, Shaw, who has bad fixtures and is a 2 or a 6, and where I'm like, the 4-5 guys I got when I'm spending money on those defenders because they're not 4-0 are disasters, and my 4-0s are disasters because they're 4-0. So, like, I need to really shore that up.
Those have to be nailed center backs, ideally.
Yeah, I mean, the other name I've flirted with that I'm not sure is Chatty.
Yeah, what's going on with Palace?
Well, Khalili came in. He's at 5 million. That got over the line.
He's a wingback.
He's a wingback. We have Mingueza, who looks like a wingback kind of also.
Yeah.
Mitch is wingbacking, but we know Mitch's limitations.
But he'll start every game.
He'll start every game. It looks likely. It didn't not go mention that Dwight might do a little left wing backing diddle, because I was reading something like we were talking about where what Saj's like left wing back did at Lons, and he was like putting a lot of balls on dimes from like more like the half spaces, which is like kind of more of what Dwight does, and Mitch kind of just gets his head down in motors and puts flat balls and doesn't know where they're going to go. So like stylistically, that might make sense. We're talking about Munoz maybe leaving. He still hasn't really been around. I mean, he just got back, but we didn't buy all that. We didn't spend all that money for him not to be like fairly quick succession planning for Munoz, who's 30 now. But like Chatty looks like he should be just playing with Canvo and Richards. Yeah. And like, we have Europe. I don't love it, but it's also is like, if Rodon's going to keep DefConning at that horrific rate, I mean, the defense is a lot better at Leeds than us. Yeah. I'm just trying to look and unearth any center backs that are 4-5 basically. And they're just so few. But
I wonder if,
I need the Ayer intel from Billy badly.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that would,
I need to send that message
that
immediately.
Would tie the room together a lot, I think, where I could sort of just like, even though all the fixtures are kind of neutral with Brenham, he could throw in 4. He's like decent on, they're really good at set pieces. He's okay at set pieces like that.
Yep.
That could work. But like, if I went into game week 1 with 4 center backs and Hume, I'd be like, okay. Yeah. And that's what I'm taught. That's what this team would be.
That's what it would be. Yeah. I'm open. And Ladro is a 100%
100%.
Okay. You think I'm just being an idiot, even considering not having him?
I wouldn't go that far. Okay. I just don't think it's a smart bet. Like,
with his ownership and his price and his value and
don't
his
even
team.
Forget that. And like, we like to do the different thing, but we have been all over him all year. We're not like, take me away,
no,
JL, or I guess I need to have Ladro, because that's how I would feel if I went Sobo.
The game opened and we were like, I can't believe he's 7-5.
Like if he was 18% owned, we would not ever be talking about him. 100%. But he's 60% owned, so we're talking about him.
Yeah.
And that's our problem. And that's I think that isn't.
That's good.
Yeah, I just don't think that's a good game week 1 bet.
Yeah, I mean, Bill Edico said, what pick in your current draft would you be embarrassed to explain to Dr. Brad? Which I think is a good way to think about it. And then Voltaire followed up and said, if you're facing a jury of your FPL peers, are you happy to stand behind and justify every pick you're making in your team? I mean, these are good. That's good.
It's Slater, easily. easily. And I don't even want to start talking about him, but it's
AC Slater?
It's easily Slater.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too with this that I'm not sure, because like the thin team is very much a step much closer to wildcarding like prematurely or pre-planned. And like I can't tell how bad having 2 4-0 promoted center backs as my first and second bench spots is. Because in my head, I'm like, it's not that bad. Like they're going to probably get 3.
3. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they're not going to finish on, what was Leaf Davis? Like 50
points. Yeah. Like
they'll get DefCons.
Yeah. And they're not I'm not talking about Hull player.
And they're not Hull. Yeah. They have a chance of staying up.
Like it's almost like a little, and like Slater would be last on my bench every game week, but it's like, I'm always thinking of like, is this like that bad? Like it should feel bad because they're fucking,
yeah, of course, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Like it feels fine. Like what's the difference between Gomez
and the other part of this
Jop?
that
I'm like, I don't know.
this might be fucking with our heads more than it should be is like Sunderland and Leeds were like good.
Yeah.
But like
if
often,
it's Burnley and Burnley.
If it's Burnley and Burnley, if it's Hull and Hull, if it's, whatever, Huddersfield and Huddersfield, Ipswich last time they were up, it's a disaster. Yeah. They're horrible. Although, like, DefCons didn't exist, right?
Yeah, 2 years
ago.
3 years ago. But they existed last year with, like, Electric Steve, and he was just a really bad... You never wanted him to come into your team.
I mean, Greaves, the year I had Greaves, 24-25, he started 25 times. He got 37 points.
We were across that. We both felt that pain.
But is there a chance he would have DefCon'd, like...
Every game?
18 times?
Yes. Yeah. Finish on 60.
73 points? Whoa!
All right.
Yeah, fucking hell, man.
But that's part because it's like I'm not building that team for 8 game weeks. How can I get to game week 6?
Yes. Wow, the road to game week 6. Maybe that'll be the name of the episode. It's kind of good.
All right.
Let's call it. We got a live stream on Thursday.
I may or may not join. Probably
Walsh
not.
may or may not join.
I actually almost definitely won't.
Walsh is almost definitely orange flagged. Friday deadline.
Don't forget.
See you guys there. Don't forget. Any last words?
I can't wait to see those messages in Discord of people just, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot.
What?
It's coming.
The website crashed?
I thought I had 2 more minutes to make my final team.
You didn't.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Actual.
See you tomorrow.
Going to the Mets game.
Us out at FMLFPL.com. Follow us on Twitter at FML Sports Page. Subscribe, rate, review.